Hello and welcome back to DPM TV. Sorry it's been a while since we've done our last video. We've been quite busy behind the scenes with the Bentley restoration we're doing. There will be a full edit coming of that. This episode today we have a Porsche Cayenne in that we're doing some repairs on. The owner of this is also the owner of the Bentley we're restoring. So let's get this started. Right, so before we get too involved in what we're doing on the Porsche in this episode, we'll give you a little update on the Bentley that we're restoring. We've got our good friend Joe in doing a full documentary of the whole process. At the moment we're still in the metal work stages. Every panel for this that we're having to remake has to be handmade in-house because you can't buy any panels for it, as well as seals and all those sort of bits as well. So we'll give you a little show around to show you what we've been doing, and then we'll crack on with this Porsche. Right, so the blue product you see on the vehicle at the moment is a epoxy primer. This is an anti-corrosion barrier, so we put it over all the bare metal once we've carried out all our metal work on it. We then do the filler levelling process on top of that. Right, so the main areas of damage on the Porsche that we're doing is the tailgate. It's got a bit of a dent on there, as well as some corrosion at the bottom. We've got a few bumper scuffs to do, and we're doing a full two-stage machine polish and ceramic coating just to really enhance that work. So let's get set up and start getting these dents sorted. That's the car now, all ready for some high build primer. I've put some epoxy primer over those bare metal areas on the boot lid because it's aluminium, so you want to put that on before applying high build primer. We're leaving all the parts on the vehicle. It's only minor damage, so it doesn't really sort of need to have all the parts removed, and I think the client would prefer, you know, the bumpers and stuff aren't taken off. We're using the Spectral Under 365 primer. It comes in white and black, so with the car being black, we're going to use the black primer. So let's get some of this mixed up and get it on the car. Right, as this is going to be a slightly shorter episode today, we thought we'd run you through some of the products and materials that we use here, as well as some of the equipment as well. We're not endorsed by any companies, so the products that we use are because we think they are good. So yeah, we'll run through some of them now. Right, so first up is filler. We only use the Evercoat filler range here. We find it is definitely the best. The Rage Ultra we use on all our big restorations when levelling them. It flows out lovely. It's always really nice to sand down, as well as the Easy Sand. Easy Sand has got to be one of the best products they do. It goes off no matter what the temperature is, rock solid, and again, sound brilliantly, and it flows out really, really nice. So we now come on to sanding. The DA sanders that we use here are solely Merkur. We've used a few other brands before, but didn't quite get on with them and find that Merkur is definitely one of the best ones in the market. Sanding disc, we use the Indasa Ultra Vent. They've got a wear indicator on them, so when they turn red, they're no good. Extremely good disc. The best disc that I can recommend out there is the 3M Blue Disc 1000 grit for blends or anything like that. They are without a doubt the best disc that we use here. Right, so finally we're going to talk about paint. We've got an ultra water base mixing scheme on site, as well as a spectrometer, so this is what we're going to use when mixing up the paint for the Porsche, so we'll run you through that as well. We also use the Max Mayer 0300 lacquer as our mostly everyday clear coat, and then use the Novel Premium CSR clear coat for all our restorations. So now I've bored you to death with some of the bits and bobs that we use here, let's get back to repairing the Porsche. So that's the car now, all rubbed down, prepped up and blown off, ready for paint. So let's get it in the booth and get it masked up. Cool, that was quick, wasn't it? We'll have to do that more often. Right, we've now scanned the car, we've checked it on the colour chip, we've got a good colour match, so we're going to run you through how we mix up paint. Let's go. We've got the formula here up on the screen, so it's equivalent to what tint is what on there and the quantities that we need. So let's get all this dialed in and start getting some paint mixed up. Right, so that's the car now all flat and polished, so we're going to get it unmasked so we can start on the two-stage machine polish to get the rest of the paintwork looking good as new. So let's get it unmasked. Well, that was much quicker, wasn't it? We should do that more often. Right, let's get polishing. that's the Porsche now all complete with us. We've gone and done a 2-stage machine polish to remove all those head scratches and enhance the paintwork, and we've now sealed it with a ceramic coating. So it's about to be picked up by the client. So yeah, we're hoping that we can get some videos up of the Bentley soon, some of the welding work we've done and metal work. So until then, goodbye. You dickhead. Closer. Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, about right. Hello! On site we've got an octral water base.
Mixing scheme?
Yep, that's the one. Right, so that's the car now. Hi. Hello. Hello. Yeah, that'll do. Did it solely just the Mercus, the thing's going down. Sit. Do nothing. Look at me. Give me your paw. Yeah. And the other one. Don't get me. You give me both of them? You give me both? Come on. Come on. Here's my bubbles. Really enhanced paintwork. I'll swallow pumpkin.
He's farted and he can smell it as well. So, pungent.
Right. I don't think I'm going to sing. So until then, we'll see you then. Until then, we're... Oh.